Pakistan-backed radical Islamic terror had targeted Hindus in the Kashmir Valley. There were mosque loudspeakers that were used to chant slogans telling Hindu Kashmiri Pandits to leave and leave their women behind or convert to Islam. India's been through that. Kashmir has suffered that. And Kashmir, actually, most of the Hindu Pandits, they left. Is that what is happening even in Rajouri? They've targeted this minority community in Rajouri. Is this part of a wider plan? Let's throw this open to our guests who join us on the show. I have Firdaus Taq of the PDP joining me on the broadcast. Charu Pragya represents the BJP. I have Lieutenant General Syed Ada Hasnain. He retired he served as the Kashmir Corps Commander, knows that area like the back of his hand. General Hasnain, I want a military perspective from you, sir. You've served there as a young lieutenant and as a lieutenant general. In your view, are we seeing the targeting of Hindus, first in Kashmir, now in Rajouri?
Gaurav, thank you first of all for having me on this show, and this is a very relevant program. I will be absolutely military in my orientation and approach, nothing political at all. Your question is very pertinent. The targeting of a segment of the people, particularly if it's a minority population in a particular area, obviously sends home messages. It obviously instigates and attempts to show capability of your adversary on the other side. The date is important. 1st of January. Why 1st of January? Because in terrorism, symbolism is very important. To show first day of the year, see, we have taken you on hands-on. And we will do this through the year. What we have to ensure is that none of this succeeds in the future. In the next few days, I have no doubt the Indian Army, the CRPF and all the security forces will get their act together and target these very terrorists who have carried out this particular act. To add to that, one small little issue which is important. The dying embers of terrorism anywhere always will witness attempts of this kind. These are one-off attempts. Okay. If I find that in the month of January, 6 such attempts have been made, then there's something drastically wrong. This is the first of 2023 that this effort has been made. I hope we will get our act together to make sure nothing like this happens in the future. If you remember,
and there are multiple reasons.
After a long interval in the Kashmir Valley, you also saw such things happening in October in the area of Hilkaka last year, yes. 2022.
Yes.
Similar things to try and demonstrate capability. Now, we have to ensure that we have won 3/4 of the battle. In fact, I would say 7/8 of the battle. The dying embers of militancy, terrorism, have to be neutralized and ensure that this does not raise its ugly head again.
General, I'll come back to you on the dying embers of terror, because there are many who are willing to fan that fire in our country, and we've come to this, we've come thus far even before. But instead of that decisive blow against terror, pulled back, removed the armed forces from various pockets, and wherever armed forces were removed, terrorists came in once again. You recall that phase when you were there in South Kashmir, when brigade after brigade, sector after sector were cleared. Terrorists came and settled there. And Firdaus Taq, I want to come to you on that aspect, sir. Mehbooba Mufti today talks about जो लोग इसमें Hindu Muslim करते हैं. Sir, explain Mehbooba Mufti's statement to the family of the victims today, sir.
Well, Gaurav, I think your program and the title of your program itself speak what Mehbooba Mufti has been saying and what she has repeated today. I think only there are two beneficiaries out of the chaos which has spread across the country, and that includes Jammu and Kashmir as well. Politically, it is always Bharatiya Janata Party which is getting the mileage out of it, because the more Hindus which are targeted in Jammu and Kashmir, the more political mileage Bharatiya Janata Party gets across the country, and the news channels like yours only propagate what Bharatiya Janata Party wants to do.